Hey, what's up guys, it's SirTagCR, and today we're back again with this Hog Rider Princess log bait deck that is incredibly fun to play. You've got 5 log and zap bait cards with the Inferno Tower, Princess, Skarmy, Goblin Gang, and Goblin Barrel. And you've got 3 phenomenal ways of getting chip damage on your opponent's tower with the Hog Rider, Goblin Barrel, and Princess at the River. This Hog Rider cycle log bait deck surprises a lot of opponents because they're not used to seeing it in the meta anymore. So let's go jump straight into some games and assert some dominance with one of my favorite Princess Hog Rider cycle decks in Clash Royale. And a huge shout out to all of you guys that are supporting the channel with creator code SirTag in any Supercell game. All money made from creator code SirTag goes directly back into improving the channel's setup, editing, and allows me to upload daily videos while I'm taking full-time college courses. So thank you guys for supporting me. I really appreciate it. We're jumping right into this game with the Goblin Barrel off to the side, and if this guy's gonna go have Tornado, we're gonna be able to get that connection, and he won't be able to activate the King Tower. But unfortunately, he's gonna go plop down a Valkyrie and a Bomb Tower. So this game is gonna be interesting. Valkyrie, Bomb Tower, Skeletons, Firecracker. I thought he would have Magic Archer, but he's got the Walmart Magic Archer. My dude. Okay. So it's going to be a bit spicy, my guys. I think our best bet is just to go for a giant snowball on top of that right now. He's going to have log as well, so he's going to have a super fast cycle. But I know he's not going to have tornado, so we can plop that right on top of the tower. If he goes for a Valkyrie, at most he can only hit 2 of them at the same time. And you should be dropping that in the back instead of where you dropped it, because you're going to be able to deny more damage that way. He did not drop the Valkyrie in the right spot. Let's go. So remember, we know he's going to go in for a really aggressive play. We can just shut down the entirety of the wall breakers with the Skarmy. And then we can probably get away with the Knight here. But the good thing about that is we were able to go and pull back the Valkyrie. So then the Valkyrie was not able to tank for the wall breakers. And we would have been screwed if we hadn't done that. You want to go for the Hog Rider like I did, guys, to go and pull and push the Valkyrie away. Oh, wait, he's going to log. Yo, you don't actually have anything for the Goblin Barrel right now. You're going to have like bats, and we could snowball that later on, right? Yo, the Valkyrie's going to go backward too. Let's go. So we're going to save enough elixir for the Inferno Tower because he's probably going to go in for wall breakers here. So we don't want to go in for a Hog Rider just yet. If we're able to go for the Inferno Tower, we should be able to activate King Tower with the Walmart Magic Archer, and then we should be able to shut this all down. I just want to go in for a giant snowball. Finish off the Valkyrie so it doesn't get a hit. Valkyrie hit would have been way more than the Firecracker. So that's why we snowball on top of the Valkyrie instead of the Firecracker, by the way. So still not the best start for us, but you know, I'm confident that we can win this game. I'm confident we can finagle a W. Usually want to go opposite lane here too, because he's going to have like a big spell most likely. We don't really want to mess around too much because he's got log. I think he's probably not going to have just like the fast cycle only arrows one, because he's not going to have arrows, right? So he's going to have like either poison, fireball, or maybe even rocket. He did just log though. So you know what we can do here is we can go in for a Hog Rider, Goblin Barrel, and then going for gang. I think we get a ton of damage, guys. That's clean. Look at all that value. No way.
Doubled in value.
And then he cycles to a log, but now he's not back to log again for the second one. This is going to be extraordinary. I can just go for a giant snowball here. Obviously, we can go for a Hog Rider again and then get back to another Goblin Barrel. And then it doesn't matter if you go for Bomb Tower because the Knight is going to get pushed towards the tower. The True Sir is taking for all that damage. Oh my gosh, we're up. We're actually up a little bit right now. I never thought we would be up in this matchup, but it's going so well. We go for Princess of the River, get a little bit of a lock, get him a little bit of love on the tower. He's going to go in for wall breakers. We can go for a Skarmy. Yo, you're not going to be able to finish that off because you don't actually have arrows. The log is going to be a little bit too slow. Okay, so we definitely want to go for another Hog Rider here. The Valkyrie is not going to get on top of our tower. Yo, this is clean. I need to go in for another Goblin Barrel here, and we want to outcycle if we can. I probably need to go in for a snowball. If we can shut down the miner and then snowball the Firecracker so the Princess fires away on it, we can keep everything alive. I think if we get a Knight down, we should be able to kill the wall breakers and make sure the Valkyrie doesn't go ahead.
My princess must be safe.
This game is being absolutely fire. He's going to have to log this, so I want to go for a Hog Rider and I want to go for a Goblin Barrel a little bit further back so we mess up his timing. So I think he's going to have to log the Princess to kill it. Don't think that you're able to do anything else. If I'm able to snowball and keep the Princess alive here, you're going to have to log it eventually. We're going to go for Princess in opposite lanes. What are you going to do, my dude? This must be so frustrating for you. Okay. He's going to log there. That means we go for a free Goblin Barrel. This is free real estate on his tower, and he's going to have to go in for a Bomb Tower. But that's not going to be able to splash on top of the Goblins. What are you thinking? Gary the Goblin is doing disastrous amounts of damage to your tower. And if you're not going to be able to spam us here, all we have to do is go in for a Goblin Gang. We shut it down with the Princess and Snowball. That was clean. That was pristine. That was the best value I've ever seen. We're definitely going for the Goblin Barrel here again, and I think we win, right? Like, There's no way. If we just finagle it off to the side, you're not going to be able to win the game. You didn't have log. GG and well played, brother. That was an insane game, especially against someone with a fast cycle and a bomb tower. That's kind of a matchup that you usually lose, but we found a way to win. We're going to go for a Goblin Barrel here. We're going to see what's up. We're going to see what's happening. And this guy is not dropping anything immediately. Then he goes in for the skill dragons. Okay, dude, I see how it is. I'm excited to see what skillful deck you have for us in store. So probably going to be either a Golem deck, a Graveyard deck, or something very spammy. And there's a Night Witch. So it's going to be Golem or Graveyard, guys. That's what it's going to be. Or I guess it could be Giant, but that's just not as common. There's the Golem. How did I know? He's dropping it at the river. He's like, you know what? I'm just so excited. I want to show you what I had in store for you. He's like that person that buys you a present and then can't keep a secret. He's got to show it to you immediately.
Hey, I got you something. It's a star.
So I need to go in for a Goblin Gang most likely. I think otherwise the bats might get on top of our tower, and I don't want him to get any chip damage whatsoever. Ooh, he's going to have Ice Wizard. So this Golem matchup is going to be brutal. He's going to have Barb Barrel, Ice Wizard, Tornado, and Lightning most likely. So that's the trifecta of spells. 2 really great small spells to deal with us. And then, of course, he's going to have Dark Prince, too. So he's going to have Dark Prince, Ice Wizard for splash damage against all our bait cards. So this matchup, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very hard, my dudes. But the thing is, if we can bait out the Tornado with the Hog Rider, then we can go in for a Goblin Barrel and Knight and really wreck him. It's so much fun when that happens. Oh, my goodness. Yo, we can just snowball that back because we got a Princess hit. And then we know that you're only going to have Tornado in cycle, so we can go for a Goblin Barrel off to the side. And you can't activate King Tower here with that. Oh, you're going to try to do it? Oh, my goodness. I told you couldn't. I said no. And you're like, yes, I can. I believe I can fly.
I do what I want, when I want, and I come and go as I please.
He's believing in miracles here, and I honestly don't understand. I can't relate, my dude. Anyway, we're going to go in for a Goblin Gang and a Knight. We're going to hope that you go in for a Golem in the back at that exact same time, but you didn't do it. You're going to go in for a Dark Prince. So you're playing this a lot better than I anticipated you to do, man. Unfortunately. I think if we go for Princess and Snowball, we don't. No, we definitely take the hit now. Come on, Princess. Oh, she was looking like she didn't want to hit that Dark Prince. I was like, oh, is that going to happen? Please, sir. All right. So I'm looking at this game pretty confident in it right now, but I can't say that I have 100% conviction that we'll capture the dub. I definitely need to go opposite lane at every single point in time. I need to go for Princess off to the side so he's not able to hit that with the Lightning. If we're able to obliterate the Night Witch and then snowball the bats, then we're fine. That's all I need. Oh, I don't even have to snowball. That was clean. All right, so we're going to go for a Barb Barrel. He's going to Barb Barrel. We're just going to go for Goblin Barrel off to the side. The issue is that Golem, man. Wait, the Goblins are doing enough damage. With the Knight and the Princess, I think we're fine. There's no way that Golem's going to be able to finish it off. 1 HP in a dream. Wait, there's no way that we lose this with 1 HP, right, guys? Like, how troll would that be? If he was able to, like, tornado all of our units together and then somehow get a Dark Prince connection, that would just be horrible. So 1 HP hero no longer. We captured the W. FPS, we sniped that tower, brother. GG, well played, and peace out. He was so aggressive with that Golem. All right, guys, we got a game here. We're going to sauce out a good luck, and we're going to see what's up. Definitely want to rush right through the Goblin Gang because that's going to give us more chip damage than a Scar Me because the Spear Goblins get immediately on top of the tower. And let's go. We forced out 4 Elixir with 3, and he leaked before he dropped the Baby Dragon. Doing quick math in our head, we're up around 2 Elixir right now. So he's going to go in for a Mega Minion. Okay, so as soon as we see Mega Minion and Baby Dragon, it's going to be a Golem deck. There's no other way to see it, guys. I can see the future. I know what it is.
The future is now!
And I think we go for a Skarmy right on top of the Electro Wizard and the Mega Minion. Yeah, you heard that right. We're pulling both of them, baby. We're making sure that we don't take any damage from that Mega Minion, and then we pull it to the opposite lane, take it on a little bit of a leisurely stroll, shut it down, and force this guy to spend even more Elixir with the Barb Barrel. So he's going to go for Barb Barrel Poison. Okay, so we're going to gang you, dude. Gang. Force out a Baby Dragon. That's awesome. All right, so now what we can do is we can go for a Knight. We can make sure that the Knight is going to be tanking for the Baby Dragon, and it's going to be tanking for the tower. Then we go for the Goblin Barrel, and you don't have anything right now, dude. What do you have? Oh, wait. You've got Mega Minion and Knight. This is Graveyard.
You are such a fraud.
This is not Golem. What? No way. I've never seen Mega Minion plus Baby Dragon Graveyard, but apparently it is a thing now. The times are changing in 2020. People are running some crazy stuff. I guess he's running it because there's so many, like, skeleton dragons, and he's like, yo, I gotta have answers to skeleton dragons. Wait, the Hog Rider. No way. That got like 2 or 3 hits. Christmas came early, my dudes. Always want a princess in the opposite lane so we don't give him pristine poison value. And yeah, there's the poison. That's what we like to see. We go for knight, gang, gang, and then we go in for a goblin barrel. And in single elixir, when you don't have your bark barrel, sorry, bro. How can we ever expect you to defend, my dude? Look at that damage. Look at the smile on my face. I can't stop myself, guys. I'm a sadistic sir. I just gotta assert dominance on people that are running graveyard. If you outcycle their bark barrel, you just win the game every single time. Oh, another really fun thing. Watch this. We go for the Inferno Tower. We predict him to go in for an Electro Wizard after, so we go then for the Skarmy, so the Electro Wizard does not reset. Oh my gosh. You guys like that? So we stop the Baby Dragon from crossing, so then he doesn't have a tank for the graveyard. Then on top of that, we know that he's going to go for an Electro Wizard. So what do, guys? We go in. We make sure that we shut him down. Then on top of that, we know that he's going to... I was like, wait, he's not going to poison probably. We're doing like next level mind games. We go in for the Goblin Gang at the river. We shut down his knight from crossing, so then he's not going to poison, but then he's still dead. So we got one level of the predictions incorrect, but we did stop the knight from crossing the river, so he didn't have that much of a aggressive graveyard that was going to be lucrative for him. We can just go in for another Inferno Tower with 12 seconds remaining. He's going to have to go in for a poison immediately, and then he also has to go for Electro Wizard to shut down the Inferno Tower, so he has to pick. I was hoping that he would go for an Electro Wizard to shut down the Inferno Tower, then we would just go for a Skarmy and be like, yeah, now you have an Electro Wizard, and that's not going to touch our tower. But you know what? That's still a very clean W, and we asserted dominance to the maximum degree against a Barb Barrel crazy graveyard deck that I've never seen with Mega Minion and Baby Dragon at the same time. So to rush right through with the Hog Rider, we got a game against Daniel. What's up, Daniel? What are you going to be popping up with? Okay, so you got Skeletons, Log, and Ice Spirits. You have a fast cycle deck. So I'm looking at this right now. I'm thinking 2.6, 2.9. Ooh, you got a Musketeer, so it's going to be 2.6. So it's going to be a tough matchup because he's going to have a very fast cycle with Log. However, my dude, you don't have Log and cycle. So what are you going to do? You have to cycle back one more card to get back to it. You're going to go for Skeletons, and then what do? Ooh, you're taking a lot of damage. Steve the Stab Goblin is stabbing through your tower. Are you going to pre-log the Skarmy? That would be so aggressive. That would be so feisty. You only get one hit from the Hog Rider. If you go for a cannon, we're able to snowball and get a connection. Let's go. The Knight actually got a hit on the cannon, so that means that we get 2 or 3 hits. He's going to log the Hog Rider when we've got Hog Rider bait with like 5 different log bait components. I didn't know, guys. I didn't know that Hog Rider was log bait too. You learn something new every day, but he was so scared. He's like, I can't eat that hit. I'm not allowed to snack on those Hog Rider hits. My mama told me Hog Rider hits aren't healthy. And we can probably go for a Princess in the back and then go for a Knight right on top of the Muskie. Okay, so generally what you want to do is you want to go in for your Inferno Towers and then go in for your Knights and your Goblin Gangs and switch it up so your opponent never can predict and go for pre-logs. Unpredictable! If they've got Ice Golem, Hog Rider, you always go for the Inferno Tower because that's 7 elixir for 5 and you net a positive elixir trade. But if they go for Naked Hog Riders, you want to switch it up and play a little bit of a guessing game with them. So then if you go for a Skarmy, you shut down the Hog Rider with no hits unless they pre-log. Very fun to do. Okay. So we can just Hog Rider here. I think we bait out a cannon. And that's okay. We're just cycling. We're just cycling, swimming away while the Ice Golem does not allow him to get any value. So I don't think he's going to be able to log the Skarmy because he has to log on a defense. So what does that happen to the cannon now? Cannon's just going to expire. Musketeer was sacrificed and yeeted into oblivion. Oh, this is so predictable going for the Princess here, but I'm doing it anyway. We're doing it anyway. We're doing it live. We get a hit. Do we get 2 hits? Yes, we do. Yes, sir. So double elixir, guys. Number 1 rule, always go for the Inferno Tower. Even if it's a Naked Hog Rider, it's just not worth it. It's not worth, like, potentially taking damage for no reason. I'm going to go for a Giant Snowball. And in this matchup, it is losable. It actually is very losable. The issue with it is your opponent, they could make pre-logs that are pretty spicy. So the real way that we want to play it is just Inferno Tower and double elixir and never get too greedy. So I'm going to get my Inferno Tower ready for the Hog. We're going to drop it immediately. And then we go for a Knight on top of the Musketeer so we shut that down so it never locks onto our tower. So we can Princess pretty quickly because the Hog Rider is going to die and then the Knight's tanking. Or you're going to Ice Spirit, but there's 2 Princesses, my dude. How are you going to finish off double Princess domination?
Girl power.
We're actually able to obliterate the Musketeer and then get... Oh, dude, there's 2 Princesses still. You have to cannon. And the cannon doesn't give you counter push. This is so frustrating. Maybe he misses the log. No, he's actually good enough. He's a good enough 2.6 player to not get bamboozled by us here. So when you get later into grand challenges, you're actually going to play against good players. Unfortunately, guys, unfortunately, this might be a little bit more of an arduous battle, a longer endeavor. But I want to cycle as many Princesses as possible. I think we can get a ton. We're just able to Dude, we're literally like tickling his musketeer from a distance, and then gradually she's just like, I can't take the tickling anymore.
Tickle, 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 tickle.
What am I supposed to do? We're in a furry tower here, we're hog rider in the back, and we're gonna outcycle the cannon. I know that seems ridiculously stupid, guys, but trust me, it's gonna work. We're gonna get back to another hog rider, and he's not gonna be back to the cannon. This will actually work. With the knight tanking, we will get the hit. We will assert maximum dominance, and we will force out a log, bare minimum, to get that hit. Yes! Oh, let's go. So now he doesn't have log in cycle, so he's gonna force out a fireball. So you guys have seen what we did. We went for a hog rider in the back because we knew we would outcycle him, because he'd be like, that's stupid, Jake. Why are you doing that? But in reality, our master plan came to fruition, and you did not have the answer. We cycled the hog rider. You outcycled your cannon because your cannon was dropped too late. And then our second hog rider was back before you were even ready. We're going to go in for another goblin barrel. We're going to drop it further back. 47 seconds remaining. Wait, the princess on the left, guys. Can we take out the tower with the princess on the left? Oh, we bamboozled them with the goblins. Let's go. This game, it is wild. It can actually be pretty frustrating when your opponent plays well and is actually a good player and they don't let you hit your bamboozle barrels too often. But here we go, guys. Going for another hog rider. We're going for the goblin barrel. We're going to snowball as well for more chip damage. And he's going to fireball. So we do outcycle. The princess on the left is actually going to put in work, man. The princess on the left is actually coming through again. He's going to lock. Okay, you know what, dude? We've had enough of your shenanigans. We're going all in the left-hand side with the hog rider. And we're going to capture the W. Isn't it memey, guys, to be able to take the other tower or force out a fireball so then he's not able to chip us out? He was an exceptionally good 2.6 player, but it wasn't enough. When you get that early chip damage, even when they get a hard counter, even when they're really good at the game, it doesn't matter. They won't be able to come back because your Inferno Tower will hold the door. So we got a game against Juan. He's rushing right through with the miner, and we're going to shut him down. Snack and a half with that Skarmy. Okay, bro. So you're going to have the skill dragons. You're going to have miner. What are you going to have? Are you going to have a giant deck? Maybe a giant miner? Spicy deck? Ooh, you're going to have bandit, though. You're really bustling through with something different. You're marching to the beat of a different drummer. Well, hopefully the bandit doesn't march. Hopefully it just walks this time. And we can probably go in for a hog rider here, right? Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that vibe. So if we go for a hog rider, I think he's going to have Pekka. I think he's actually going to have Pekka. It's looking like it's going to be a Pekka miner deck. Yeah, that's what I thought. So the hog's going to give us another hit. Oh, 2 hits. That's what you like to see. I think we sack the princess, and then we can go in for an Inferno Tower just to annihilate the Pekka. Then we go for a Skarmy right on top of that Electro Wizard so he's not able to reset it. Yo, he's going to go for a miner. He's still going to try to go for a zap. So he tried to reset it. I told you he couldn't. And what did he think? He's like, nope. I'm going to do it anyway, Jake. I'm never going to listen to you.
Some people never learn.
He's going to be trying to defy all odds. Defying gravity out here. All right. So we can go in for a giant snowball. Maybe we're going to lose that. So we got to go for Goblin Gang. So then that does not dash. Then we can go in for a hog. Still have the goblins alive. And asserting dominance on the Electro Wizard. You're going to have to Electro that, yeah? And the Electro is going to take a ton of damage. Ooh, I could snowball. I'm not going to. I'd rather go in for a Knight. Force out more elixir from you, dude. If we just plop down that Knight right on top of the Electro Wizard, it's going to force out a ton of elixir. And I think he's going to go for Skeleton Dragons. He's definitely going to go with Skeleton Dragons on this. And what happens is the Knight is tanking. The Skeleton Dragons hit individual goblins. And then he loses the tower.
How does he always know?
Wow. Gary the Goblin just rushes through with a massive amount of value. Also, if you guys didn't know, really important, it's prime importance to go in for this princess with the snowball on top of the skeleton dragons. I think that we're still going to take some damage, but it's way better than it otherwise would be. So the goblins are going to be able to shut down everything, and you know what? We're still alive, guys. Just because the princess was dropped so early, so I was able to get a lot of chip damage on him. The great thing about this matchup is because he's not going to have a great answer to our princess, you can just drop it far enough away so he's not able to poison it. If you drop it in that placement, it's always going to walk outside the poison. You're not going to be able to hit it, my dude. Ooh, we're going to go hog into you just because we still have the princess. Oh, he got Fireball. You know, he's really wilding out here. He's got Miner instead of Battle Ram. He's got Fireball instead of Poison. And then on top of that, he's going to have Skeleton Dragon instead of Magic Archer. So he's wild. He's insane. Okay, we need to go in for a Skarmy here if we want to shut that down. Even if you Fireball, we're chilling. My dudes, we can just cycle another Goblin Gang and snowball you. And there's no way because guess what? The Skeleton Dragon, its splash damage is deplorable. It's never able to do what you want it to do. We just need to go in for a Knight and then you don't get the hit and we walk away with a W. GG, well played, and peace out, brother. It just all comes down to going in for that Knight and Goblin Barrel and then your opponent only having Zap, no Log, and no answers to obliterate the Goblins in time.